Hello, today is Thursday, the 12th of April, 2007. The market's closed. The Nasdaq finished with a gain of 39 cents, or 0.88%. And for those people who were, selling short the last day, looking at yesterday's action as the beginning of a sell-off, bad news for you guys because the market turned around very nicely today. It did find support right near that 50-day moving average, and now we've got the 10-day moving average above the 20-day moving average, which is also above the 50-day moving average, and all of those moving averages are advancing. So we had a little bit of a pullback. It came into a level of support, came down a little bit deeper than most people thought it would, which was a good thing because it brought in more short sellers, and those people are probably regretting their short sales and buying back right now. I saw a lot of people were talking about buying the QID, the inverse Qs. And like I said yesterday, I thought maybe it was the beginning of a little bit deeper pullback, but it wasn't a reason to sell short. I was surprised that it turned around as strong as it did, but give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. And when we're in a bull market like we are right here, we've got higher highs and higher lows, and these little trend lines off of a week or 2 weeks of trading really have very little significance. So don't read into those too much either. The market is looking like it's heading back up towards this level, towards the 45.20 area or so, where that gap was, about 45.10. And I think that it can successfully get above there. We're going to be in new highs very shortly here. The S&P 500 is, here we can see this too, that the volume actually came into it yesterday. I saw people complaining that the market's been up on diminishing volume, and yesterday's volume was weak. Well, today we have bigger volume. So, again, it's price that pays, it's not volume. And in the S&P 500, this prior resistance on this little cup and handle we've been looking at, it has held as support. So we're in a very good uptrend here, and you've got to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. So we've got a little bit of potential for resistance right up in this area, 144.85. That's where this market found resistance earlier in the week. Maybe tomorrow we kind of come down and build a little right shoulder here and then create a inverted head and shoulders pattern to break out from next week. We'll see. That's speculative, but I think that probably a little bit of consolidation in this area would be a healthy thing for the market. And let's take a look at the IWM. The IWM also recovered nicely. That shouldn't be a surprise with the rest of the market strong too. But this 81 level continues to be the important level for the Russell 2000 to get above. If it can get back above the 81, then it's, I think, going to be right back up to these highs and back onto all-time highs as well, because those are, that level there is as high as it's ever been. So the market continues to act strong, and here we can see that $81 level. Nicely, it's just looking like a little shakeout here on the overall indices, and those people who are selling short, they've got it wrong in my opinion, because prices are higher. We've got a rising 10, 20, and 50-day moving average, and you want to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers as long as that 50-day moving average is rising. So the semiconductors also finished with a slight gain. They finished up 13 cents. Now they appear to be holding above that 50-day moving average within this overall range. What could be happening in here maybe is a little inverted head and shoulders pattern on the SMH. If we look at an hourly time frame, you can see maybe we're building a right shoulder in here for a breakout past there. That will give us, this is 33.20 up to about 34.80. Add that to a breakout point, so what was that, $1.60 added to 34.70. That would give us 36.30 as a potential upside, and that would bring us right back up to the top of this range. So I think, stay away from the semiconductors, but there's a possible bullish scenario if we can get above this level. So that could be good for a trade. Let's take a look at the stocks we've been in. First of all, STKL. This stock, we got involved at $12 a share 2 days ago, 3 days ago, where was it, right over here. And we had raised our stop yesterday to break even. Let's raise it again. This time, let's just raise it to $12.15. That's still way down here. which is a lot more conservative than what I usually would suggest for a stop. But if you look at my earlier post during the day, there's a huge short position in this stock, and this stock could really get going. And I expect a little bit of volatility as the shorts try to defend their position in this area and try and shake some of the longs out. But I think if we have our stop down on 12.15, we probably ought to be safe for the bigger move, which I think could be coming for STKL. HOKU, we got involved at 628 and raised our stop to 624. Out of that one with a loss of 4 cents. FuelCell FCEL, we were looking to buy that above 762. That strength never occurred, so no trade should have taken place there. ISE, we were looking for a pullback to a minimum of 49.75. That occurred right here, and then to buy strength above 49.85. So we should have been involved right around in here, and our target was $51 a share. Came close to that, but let's raise our stop now to $50.20 in ISE. And finally, a short sale was Broadcom. We wanted to sell that on weakness below 52.30, and in the market that was turning around, we got stopped out of this one with a 38-cent loss. The better trade of the day was this DNDN, which I posted early in the morning. Hopefully you were able to see that. What I was pointing to here was the recent range, the recent gap that is, brought the stock up, and then it pulled back to this level here at about 12.02, rallied up to 25 and change, and the stock pulled back almost exactly 2/3, and also right in here we had this prior little level of resistance. So I figured it made in the pre-market for a good purchase candidate. Here's a chart that shows, what does this show? Okay, so this does show the pre-market trades as well. These are 500 ticks. Anyways, I had suggested buying it at about 17 bucks a share, and I had gotten out of it up at 18 and 60 cents or something like that. And a few people did get involved, so good trade. The stock will continue to be volatile in here, I think. I think that was the bounce trade for now. Over the next couple of days, I think getting back above 1935 might be a catalyst for continued strength in DNDN. But I would say only trade this stock if you're a very aggressive and very disciplined trader, because look how this thing failed late in the day today after looking like it was going to break out past that pivot. It came down, failed below the daily VWAP. So the majority of people who bought this stock, the average purchase today, average purchaser actually lost money. This is the average price that the stock traded at today. So with prices below that, more people lost money in the stock today than actually made money in it.